If you have not yet signed any petitions to help out get justice for the Black community, I have left in the description box below the petition specifically for Tony McDade. He was a Black trans man that was shot and killed by policemen, and as a trans woman and as a woman of color, it's very important to me that I help out my trans counterparts, especially the Black community. So go sign the petition, go help get justice for him. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, hi, subscribe. So if you are not new to this channel, you may have noticed that I haven't really been uploading as frequently as I did before when I first started, and I've only been up for like a couple months, but I was busy helping with the protests here in Salt Lake City. What's been happening for the Black community is, I personally do not support any kind of racism, bigotry at all. I just haven't been posting a lot lately because I've been helping out with the Black Lives Matter movement, so, and you should too. But I'm back. It is Pride Month, and I want to give the queer community some gayness. So the look that I have on today is layered highlights, and I want to show you guys how I got this look. So if you want to know how I got this, and if you want to learn how to do it, and you may not have the same products as me, that's okay. That's okay. You can get the same look using other products. But anyways, keep on watching. So I already laid down my base. I primed using my NYX spray. Using this, it's clear, so it doesn't show up that well on the camera, but NYX. So I'm going to be using the Dragon Beauty contour, face palette, blush, highlight, all that. And with the look today, where we are focusing on highlighting, I'm not going to do any crazy eyeshadow or anything. I'm literally just going to contour. And if you want to know how I contour specifically, I have a whole video on it. You can go check it out. I'll put it in the eye or something. Okay, there, we are nice and contoured. In the camera, the contour looks a little too crazy. It's really not. If you ever feel like you did a little too much on your contour, you can always go over it with your sponge. Just soften it a little bit. Because your sponge actually, it shouldn't be doing this, but this is just how it is. Most beauty blenders soak up product, so you can use it to kind of blend it all together. But yeah, I am not angry with how my contour turned out though. So with the title of this thing and the theme, I am going to be layering my highlights, and that's going to be the whole gist of this. I have a look in mind. I'm not sure if I want to actually conquer the eye look. Should I? And it requires a cut crease. I'll conquer the whole look, but I'm going to have to go off camera for a lot of it. There are some techniques that I would rather stay for a different video. So I'm going to quickly go off camera, deepen my eyes, cut my crease, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So as I was putting on my eyeshadow and started cutting my crease, I decided to drag it out all the way because I have a look in mind where I want the highlight to, I want the same, I have an idea. So the highlight that I'm going to put on my cheek, I want it to reflect that's on my eye, but I want the highlights to connect. So that's why I cut my crease all the way through, and then I winged it out to get the winged out effect. I might do winged eyeliner, I may not, we shall see. But first I'm going to jump into my Zodiac palette from ColourPop. And using Cancer, I'm going to put that in the very inner portion of my eye. And that's going to start the gradient. You can see the crease on my eyelid, but I don't care. I didn't even prime my lids because I don't really have an eye primer anymore. But yeah, so I'm just putting this pink in the inner portion, kind of blending it out into the lid. Because with this look, you want it to almost become a rainbow, not really. I am going to be using different colors though. I am going to be using Fenty Beauty And I'm going to be using this palette. I think it was limited time because I can't find it anywhere else now. But if you do have your own highlighting palette, it doesn't matter what colors you use, just as long as you can get some sort of gradient going. So I'm going to be dipping back and forth between these, but there's another highlighter that I want to use. I just don't know if I want it out here. Okay, I'm gonna go use that other highlighter real quick. So dipping back into my Dragon Beauty, I'm going to take Fantasy and put it next to Cancer.
I'm gonna come forward so you can see better.
I'm gonna slowly blend it into the pink, that of Cancer. Probably can't really see it, oh well. What might help too is if you don't start with a brush and just go with your finger, like if I use my pinky. Again, staying within the crease. There we go. And then blending it out. Okay, so Cancer, Fantasy. So I'm going to go into this. Oh, look at that. There's two of me. No. Okay, raising it up so that there's not two of me. I'm going to be dipping into... Let's try it out on the arm first. Okay. I'm going to dip into this one and then that one. And then this I'm going to be mixing with this on the outer portion. You will see it. It's going to look cool. I need to keep in mind what order I'm doing this in so that I can mimic it on my cheeks. The camera is not giving this justice at all, but in person, like in my mirror, I'm like, oh, the shimmer. I am huge on shimmer. If you're not a shimmer person or a sparkle person or a highlight person, you're not really gonna like this. But if you're like me and this is technically your everyday wear, I'm gonna use my pinky and pick it up. So just go tapping it in. And as much as you need to, if you need to go back and lay back down the color, do it. Like I might go re-add that Fantasy on my lid later. This camera is not doing it justice. I wish y'all could see, but this looks really cool. I'm gonna go back into Fantasy and relay that color because I feel like it kind of got lost. Now going in with my fan brush, I'm going to be dipping back into the Fenty and I'm going to be taking this shade. I'm going to be popping it right on the cheek but connecting it into my eyes like I need that connection. I'm gonna go up here, like on my brow. Oh yes. Maybe I'll turn down the brightness a tad. It's not like blinding you all. So far this is the idea. Now the color that I laid down up here, I'm going to start bringing it down my cheek. Kind of blended in with my contour, but trick is just to blend everything together, that way so it looks nice and seamless. This is like a fun way to be extra without looking too extra because it is highlight, so no one's gonna really see it until it hits the light. There are some highlighters that do have a lot of pigment in them, but like the idea with this is that when the light hits it, it's like and I'm gonna take the color over here. I don't know what it is, it's one with the FB on it. And I'm just laying that underneath the other one. Because mind you, I am putting down all the other ones down too, so... And you literally just want to overlap them. So like I put down the copper one up here, and then I'm putting this one right above it. Or right, right over top of it. So I'm just slowly dragging everything in together. Dragging, blending, taking this color right here, putting it over top of that and dragging it down. It's literally all about product placement. Like, where do you want this to shine? Where do you want it to show up? There we go. Going back in with Fantasy, right on the bottom. I really do feel like people snooze on highlights because it's more than just matching your complexion. Like, honestly, on the days that I'm trying to rush out the door, but I like looking extra. Like, I just like changing up my look every so often. As long as you can choose a highlighter that has a different complexion. So like literally lay down your base, contour, blush, and then just have a highlighter that's different, green, pink, blue, magenta, I don't know, like just something completely different that people don't really would expect. Because a lot of people do pick highlights that match their complexion so that it like brings out a color in their face or something. But like with me, when it comes to highlights, like yes, I like to like have everything congruent, but there are days that I just literally just, maybe I want to look more blue. Maybe I want to look like a woodland pixie. I don't know. It depends on my mood. But literally, like, don't snooze on highlights because this is fun. So I have like a pink going on. The light is not helping at all. Y'all can barely see. But if you can see, kind of, I got the pink in the inner corner. It's like a pinky beige. And then the purple, the blue, the silver, the copper, like, come on. I'm sorry to all of you because the camera is not doing this justice. Like literally, if I wanted to, I could do this exact same logo to like a pride parade kind of thing or like a pride gay event, whatever. And everyone will be able to see this because like in person, the color payment is like, phew. Maybe I'll add it. I'll try to add a little bit so that y'all can see. This is very different. Like I've never done this idea. I've had the idea in my head a couple times. I just haven't sat down and executed it until now, but like the gradient that I'm getting and serving, it's great. Like in person, this looks really cool. On camera, it kind of looks stupid, but I swear in person, this looks really cool. I'm going to go back in with that copper just to help it pop off a little bit more. And I may not even put blush over this. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. This is just a lot of color on my face. I think, I don't know what to do down the, you know what, we'll do the same gradient down the nose. So, topping it. You guys can't really see it, but like in my mirror, hang on and take fantasy, put it on the Copa bow. So on my nose, I literally did the exact same thing that you see here. I put on my nose, so I put the copper, the more, whatever I did earlier, that's what I did on my nose. Going to throw on some mascara. Okay, I have an idea for my lips. It involves putting a highlighter on it. But, so this will really dry out your lips, so I suggest that as you do it, do it quickly and quickly throw on some gloss because I'm going to take Fantasy and I'm going to put it in the center of my lips, just tapping it in. There's another makeup product where I believe the lips were powder and Nikki Tutorials covered it, but if you were here to just serve looks, this is a good and fun look to do. But if you're going to be eating later, no, it's all just gonna come off. And I'm okay if all this comes off because like I'm literally not really going anywhere today. I'm gonna go back into my Fenty and I'm gonna take that same copper and just put on the outer portion of my lips. I can feel my lips getting chappy. This looks so cool. Okay, I'm trying to get the copper to act like a liner. The only way that I can do that is if I go over Fantasy. So note for next time, lay this one down and then Fantasy. So I'm going to go back in to Fantasy and just tap it on the center. Nowhere near the outer portion. Just in the center parts. This is so cool. Again, cool for a costume party. Cool for a fun event. But if you're going to be eating, not a good idea. I would just top this look off by cleaning off the foundation from my lips, putting a lip liner over, and putting gloss everywhere. But this is cool. I'm gonna go in with my Victoria's Secret, someone that hired a trans model, did not drop them. This is in Caramel Kiss. So I'm using the one from Elf. It is the clear brow and lash mascara. I've run out of the brow one, so I'm using the mascara one because I'm pretty sure the exact same thing. Probably, I don't know though, but like honestly, if you are an OG to this channel, you know that I've used lipsticks as blushes. So like I don't know. You can use, a lot of products are multi-useful. Like honestly, like if you can get the same result with the product, why not? Because like literally I would use the brow side to clean off the foundation from my brows and just to like lay them in place and like get a shape out of them. Setting. I feel like a model. I feel like a model. Beyonce who? I'm a diva. I'm a diva. So yeah, this is the final look. It's settled, but because of the colors that I use, like especially in person when the light hits, like it's a lot of color. There's like pink, there's copper, there's purple, there's a lot. But this is a fun way to be like extra without being too extra, without being too like, so yeah, literally just layering highlights, that's it. So if you like this video, give it a good thumbs up. Comment down below about anything else that you want to know about. This is a trans/makeup channel, so if you do have anything trans related that you want answered, or you know, comment down below. Then don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all the next time.